welcome. Good evening. Oh, my hair's such a mess. I hope you're all well. Hope you've had a good day. I'll just get you on my phone because what it is, I like to see the comments, and I can't see the comments unless I'm on the phone. So let's get that on there. Hello, lovely keep comments. Right, that's it. Good. Right, okay, well, we've got the cameras working, the sound is working, everything looks good. And I do believe tonight is in the calendar. I did actually mean to check. I'm pretty sure it was my name down on the list for today. And I don't have anything super duper planned for you. I've got a couple of show and tells, and I've got a little bit of sewing, and I'm going to show you how I made something, which is dead easy. So yeah, nothing for you to get concerned about, but interesting nonetheless. Anyway, I hope you've had a good day. Let's have a look and see who's watching us today. We've had a new lady join today, and she hasn't asked to join the group yet, which is a shame because she's going to miss this live. Not that she'll perhaps be thinking, oh, it's a live tonight. She may not have any idea that sometimes we do a live on a Thursday, but she hasn't asked to join yet. And we had about 3 weeks ago, we had a lady join, and I said to everybody, well, you know, look out for this lady because we'll let her in the door, you know, open the door for her. And she never did. And then she cancelled her membership a couple of days ago. And I thought, oh, what a shame, because she didn't do anything. She didn't get anywhere. She just paid for her month and then just left. So, and she didn't, as I say, because there's nothing on the website anymore, is there? So I thought, oh, what a shame, what a shame. Yeah, so I hope this lady's not the same. I hope she finds us. That would be wonderful. It'd be lovely to have somebody new join the group. Anyway, did you see the post on my page where I posted the tunics that we've had made so far? I think there was seven. And Juliet said that she's just waiting for hubby to take a photo. So I mean, that's very brave, isn't it, to have your photo taken and with wearing the tunic. I mean, you know, I don't really care. I just do the video and I am what I am, sort of thing. Lumps and bumps, been well earned. Let's put it that way, been well earned. Anyway, let's have a look, see who's saying hello. Hello to Judy. That was a funny do with the website, Judy. Perhaps somebody else could go and have a look, but Judy, I think I've deleted it now because we kind of talked it through. But Judy, when she went onto the website, was seeing double of everything. Now, that's not because she's had a gin and tonic for her breakfast, but she was seeing double of things. And from memory, I think that's happened before, but that was when somebody was using an old browser link, and the website got a little bit confuddled. But if anybody else wants to have a little check later, just scroll through a few pages in the shop. Don't bother clicking on the you know, the links, if you like, because, you know, I've got blobs on the front of the website with links. I would go straight to the shop if you wanted to do that for me and just check to see what you see. But I checked and it looked all okay. So I can't mend something that's not broken in what I was looking at. You know what I'm saying? I don't disbelieve Judy at all. It's just sometimes I think the browsers get themselves in a muddle. I'm not sure, I'm not technical, but it seemed okay my end. But anyway, perhaps one or two of you could check maybe at some point over the next couple of days. So hello to Judy, to Jilly, to Sue. Hello Nicola. Hello Judith. Hi Tricia. Hi Mandy. Hello Diana, or Di, I should get into the habit of that. Hello Barbara. Hi Jackie. Hi Bridget and Rachel. I'm Viv. Yes, I'm very well, thank you, Viv. Hello Patricia. Top looks lovely. Yeah, it's do you know, it's with this, I've got this thermal roll neck, whatever it is, from Marks and Spencer's. It came today. And I thought, oh, I'll just pop it on. And I know it's a mild day down here in sunny Suffolk, but it's been really toasty. And this is actually quite soft, and I'm quite enjoying the fabric actually. Hello Carol. Carol says she's so pleased to be here. Well, I am too, Carol. Hello Jeanette. Hello Pat. Hello Sue. Hi Peter. Hi Anne-Marie. Hello Kath. Lynn and Denise. To Marion as well. Hello. Jill. Tina. Tina says, good evening. First live I've managed to make for a while. Well, of course, we're not very regular, are we? So it's not surprising. It catches us when you can. Hi, Maggie. Jackie says, yes, they all look great together on one post. Yeah. It's a shame when you do a reel, which it's all trendy, isn't it, on Facebook to do a reel. I was waiting for Juliet's and I thought I can't add it to the reel, so I'll have to do another post and do as pictures, and then if somebody else makes another one I can just add, I can edit and add a picture. Do you know what I mean? That's nice and easy, but I can't do that for a reel. Otherwise I would have waited for Juliet's. I didn't know it's going to be so quick. Well, you know, today sort of thing. Hi Elaine. Hi Chris. Hi Jackie. Yeah, they are all pretty, Gillian. Yes, they are. And I was thinking earlier that we all ought to get mannequins, really, just to show them off. And then I thought, maybe we're not going to make any more, so that would be a waste. Oh, Judy says she's having a gin and tonic now. Well, I'm not surprised. You've been working all day looking at my website. Hi, Polly. Hi, Helen. May I ask if the Tune It Lives are on YouTube yet? No, they're not, Helen. Funnily enough, because I always record my lives now, so it just makes it easier. And they're all recorded, which is great, because it means they're not, even if Facebook in their wisdom decide to delete them, I've got them recorded and I just need to pop them onto YouTube. So if I get 5 minutes tomorrow, I'll do that. But they are all in featured. So if you go to featured, they're all there. They're all there in sequential order or something, you know, nice posh word. So they're all there. So for the time being, they're there. Hi, Beryl. Nicola says, Judy, you might look and see 3 now. Listen, don't encourage her, Nicola. Kath says she's checked and it's okay for her. It's that Judy. Yeah, she's, as I say, she's been on the stuff before midday. Oh, Shirley says, hi, evening Lizzie, I'm back from my hollybobs. Great to see you. Always great to see you too as well, Shirley. I hope you had a nice time. Karita, good evening. Hi, Pat. Oh, Jackie says, oh, interesting. The iPad is letting me react, but the phone hasn't been. Well, it's not your fault. It's not your fault, because you know how these things they keep changing, don't they, and messing us about, and then we think it's us and it's not, it's them. It's always them. Actually, if you always say it's them, then you'll be fine. There we are. So I've got lots of people watching. Hi Sue. Hi Helena. Oh, you're driving home from an appointment. Oh, we'll drive carefully. We don't want anything happening to you. You're too precious. Yeah, that's it. I haven't got any more comments. I think we're all up to date. One of the things, funnily enough, I was thinking about this earlier, and I was thinking one of the things that I posted, I don't know if you remember, but I did a post that said, this is how we're going to rock and roll in the next, well, I didn't say rock and roll, but this is how we're going to be in the next foreseeable. And I put down about work in progress Wednesdays, and I put down chatty Facebook lives. We just have a tea and a slice of cake and just chat. I don't know if you've ever seen John Scott's Facebook lives, but basically that's what he does for an hour or however long. I haven't watched them for ages. Oh, it could be, Judy. Yeah, it could be that you've some software update. Who knows? Yes, and so so that was on there as well, and then I've forgotten all the other things. But oh yeah, about swaps, I think we said, and things like the quilting that we did. You know, the 12 days of summer, which seems ages ago now. When was it? July, I think, wasn't it? Was it the beginning of July? I think it was the 12 days of summer. I think so, yeah, because I had August off because I wanted to have a bit of a break, so I kind of put my feet up for a month. Well, I didn't, but I didn't do as much. So I think it was July, but that seems ages ago now. And that was actually a big event, wasn't it? We had some lovely quilts made from that. I've got my two hanging up. What I've done is I've tidied actually my second bedroom, where all my samples go, which just sit on the bed. And, you know, I've got to get sorted. But I took all my quilts out of the heap and folded them up beautifully and put them on hangers on a clothes rail, so I can see them as I go into the bedroom now. And they look really lovely. All the colours pop out at you as you go in. It's really lovely. And when Abigail and Lily came round the other night to take some fabric away to make some quilts with, Abigail popped in there. I can't remember why, but she did, and well, we all did. And she said, these bring me such joy, because I suppose it's just the fact that they're all lined up and all the colours, and you think, you always think you've done more, but of course I have sold some of them. How many have I sold? I don't know, not that many, 6, 8 maybe, I don't know, something like that. So that it isn't as many as it could be, but they're all hanging up there now, and it does look really lovely. I'm really pleased with it. It was a good idea of mine. When I first said to John, I can have the clothes rail out of the garage. What do you want that for? I said, well, I think I'm going to hang my quilts on it. Oh. You know what boys are like. They don't see the same things as me. Oh, hi, Mary. Mary's calling in from Spain. Yeah, you're never late, Mary. You're never late. Barbara says, I've got my squares done, but not happy with one. Hopefully I'll get more fabric to redo it. Okay, Barbara, that's fair enough, isn't it? Sometimes things don't quite go according to plan. And I think it's one of those things where you either live with it or you don't. And sometimes it's, you've got to start again, or at least take it back to the stage where you're feeling a bit more happy about it. I think sometimes that's quite important. I remember one of the first, was it the first one or the second 12 days of summer, the Flowers in the Sunshine quilt. I can't remember if it was the first or the second. And I'd put the backing on and I'd quilted it all, and I was just ironing it, ready to put the binding on. And because I cross-hatch, it's quite a bit quilting, and I'm ready to put the binding on, and my Oliso iron didn't pop up, and I had it. I know there is a setting where you don't have to have it pop up, but I never moved that since I've had it, and it stayed on the fabric. I didn't realise, and I didn't scorch it as much, but I changed the colour of the fabric permanently. I mean, how weird is that? I've never seen that before. So it's like, and it's kind of obvious. It's kind of obvious it's an iron mark, but it doesn't scream. It doesn't scream that's an iron mark. So I thought, do you know what? The only thing I can do is to make all of it, or the whole of the backing, similar. So I kind of trusted the process. I'm always saying that to you, aren't I? But I thought, no, I've got to trust the process. So I popped the iron and held it down and went all over the back of the quilt. And it just looks now like it's kind of like batik-y, and it's actually quite acceptable. It's like, for goodness sake, that's silly iron. So I don't use that one anymore. Well, actually, it's been relegated to my other ironing board over there. So because I don't trust it. So I've got a second Oliso, a little pink, not a little, but the pink one, the tulip pink one. That's lovely. Oh, hi, Karen. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Eileen. Lovely to see you all. Yeah, so I'm chattering away. It's 7:15 and I haven't done a bloomin' thing. But it was just a bit of a chat, really. But, there's the Tesco man. Luckily, John timed it for between 7 and 8. I said, oh, dear, I shall be busy. But he's very, very good at it. Very good. He plays Tetris with the fridge. And, I just slang it in. Get it in, that's about me. But John is very, as I say, he almost plays Tetris with the stuff in the fridge. So he'll be very good at it. So anyway, so I'm going to make a little project today. I'm going to show you in a sec. What's this? It looks like, so I've sorted it now. Really? How bizarre is that? Because I looked at Ella and I couldn't see it twice. But it's in the, if you go into our products, Kath, nothing is duplicated as far as I can see. So anyway, I don't know. It's those technical things. Right, so anyway, the swap. So hopefully you've seen the post from Nicola about who your swap partner is. If you don't know what I'm talking about, missed everything, in featured, there's a post from Nicola that tells you who your swap partner is. Now then, because Facebook is Facebook, you can't always message people. If you're their friend on Facebook, you absolutely can. But if you're not, sometimes it'll allow you to message them privately and other times it doesn't. And we've had a couple of instances where somebody's tried to contact somebody and they can't get through. So there's a couple of things we can do. You can put a post. I mean, I don't want everybody to post on in the group, because if you've found each other and it's all sorted, then don't do that, because it just gets cluttered up and we lose all the nice, pretty posts. But if you can't get hold of your partner, then by all means post in the group and try and tag their name. Now I know some people don't know how to do that, and that's understandable, but sometimes as you type their name it comes up, and if you click on that name it tags them, so they get a notification that you have tagged them in something, and they can click on that on the notifications and they'll see that you've been trying to contact them. So please do that, and also just because you're the first name doesn't mean to say that you are waiting for the second name to contact you. It's a two-way street, so you contact them, they'll contact you, or vice versa, which one goes first, and keep that little friendship going for a while so you can make your lovely little swap. Now I did squares on mine, but you could do anything. In fact, Pat was saying the other day on a post, I'll show you in a sec, could she do the Suffolk Puffs? Do what you like. It's just a little something to put on in front of the little bag. It just makes it a little bit different to just a little, just a straightforward little bag. Okay. So how are you getting on with the swaps? Have you made one yet? Is it in your diary to make one? Have you given yourself a space Sunday morning? Because it only takes an hour, if that. Or Sunday afternoon. I've got to post mine off, and they'll go in the next, probably maybe tomorrow, most likely Saturday, because I have to drive to the post office, not always convenient. Anne-Marie says, my pouch is made, need to get it to the post probably tomorrow. Sue says she sent hers yesterday. Oh, that's great, well done everybody. Di says, made my swap, just need to get a post office, need to get to the post office for a stamp. Yeah, it is a time thing, isn't it? And it's not easy these days. I don't know what it is, but it's sometimes it's a little bit tricky to get all these jobs done. Anyway, so good luck with that, and I hope that you get yours made, and I hope you receive yours and you know what to do. Post the photo in the album, just like that, just without any extras that you may or may not have sent or received. Okay, so just your little bag, that would be wonderful. Nicola says, mine are made, just need posted. One of my partners is on hold for another week. Oh, lucky duck. Anita says, I made a start today. Excellent. Viv says, mine is ready to post. The twins on our to-do list, hopefully next week. Brilliant. Peter says, not started yet, busy with a couple of whips. Well, Peter, I don't like to say anything. Let's have a look. Jackie says, I tend to buy online and the postie will pick up too if you want. Now, Jackie, I don't know about you, but where I am, it costs 30p now per parcel or letter. It could be just parcels, but they charge me 30p, so I don't do that anymore. To be honest, I suppose it's cheaper still than the post office, because I posted something yesterday that was £3.90 at the post office, and if I'd printed off the label it was £3.35. So that's, yeah, 55 pence difference. I don't want to close post office counters. I really don't. But sometimes if you've got a few things to post, that can really stack up, can't it? But if it's just 30p per item, actually it's still cheaper, isn't it? Right. Lisa says, mine is made, just need to post it. Polly says, hopefully Sunday morning is my sewing morning. Oh, how lovely. I love a Sunday morning sewing morning. I suppose I do, but not a special one. I'm fickle. I'm obviously fickle. Anyway, that's that. Right, so just a couple of things then. I'll just put you on the overhead and we'll have a quick look at something. So this is just a reminder. This is not to say you should or you shouldn't, but just a reminder that I've got, this is a printout, this is not the book, but I've got book number 3 coming out 1st of December. And this is like the rough mock-up of the front cover. So it'd be just the same as all the other books, with all the lovely colourful pages and lots of lovely colourful... Oh, I'm still up in the corner, look, from the other day. Let me move me down. That's it. Yes, so book number 3. So it's going to be a blue theme. I may or may not change that. I did change it and then I didn't change it and what have you, because I thought we'd had that in one of the books, but it's not that one. It's Frosty we've got in one of the books. I think this one's... Polly says, oh no, Polly, that's a very, very interesting question. She says, this looks fab. Can we possibly get all 3 together? Well, funnily enough, oh, Tricia, lucky you. Her post office is next door. Dear, some people. That is a very good point, actually, Polly, because I have still got stock of the volume 1 and volume 2, and I was actually going to put them on because I use SumUp now for my parcels, if you like, because the charges on SumUp shop are so much cheaper than my Wix website, because they take a chunk. I think every pretty much if you spend a £5, let's say, perhaps a bit more, they take 50 pence, whereas on SumUp it's like 10p. So I tend to do my books and what have you, my templates are via SumUp. But yeah, I could do all 3 and I could work out a special deal for that. But I would have to send them all together on the 1st of December to save postage. Okay, so I'll have a little think of the pricing for that, because I can definitely do a deal on the pricing, absolutely. So I will have a little think, and then I'll put it on the SumUp shop, and then I'll let you all know if you want all 3. I mean, a lot of you have got the other 2 anyway. So in here, the 50 mini makes again, and I nearly was going to edit this and put 50 not so mini makes, because we've got some bigger patterns in there that you'll know already. However, disclaimer, there will be about 10 brand new patterns that you will have not seen, and I've not offered to anybody ever. They're completely and utterly brand new. So although there will be repeats, because that's what I do, you know, I've made all these fabulous patterns, and to put them in a book is such a great idea. So we've got bigger patterns. For instance, the gift giving pouch is in there, which is a bigger pattern because it's more complex. But I'm having to think about how many pages in the book that it takes up, so I want to try and stick to 160 pages, I think it is, because of the cost. So anyway, you know, that's for me to worry about, not you. But something like little Pixie there, Pixie will probably fit on 1 page, you see, so it's not so bad. So anyway, that's for me to go through the book and sort of jiggle it and edit it about a bit. Yes, so I will let you know about the 3 books, Polly. That's a very, very good question. Yeah, excellent. Thank you very much. I will... Now, where's the link? The link. There'll be the link on the the Facebook group here, but further down, so I can always repost the link again to the shop on SumUp. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that was just a reminder about book 3, and that's coming out 1st of December 2025. The other thing I just wanted to talk to you about, and very briefly, because this is really not going to affect many of you at all, probably about 2% of you. Abigail's running a workshop again this year. She's sort of done a couple, and then we missed last year, and then we missed doing it. So I said, please, can we do it this year again? So that's what she's put together. And because she's now got the unit for the Play Village, her costs have decreased, so she's reduced the price of the tickets, which is great, because she's going to be in her own premises, which is enormous. So it's going to be at Littleport, which is only about, I'm going to say 5 miles from Ely. It's not far. It has got a railway station, but it's a little bit far away from where the unit is. And obviously there's Ely railway station. So I said to Abigail, we can pick people up from Ely railway station ourselves. Anyway, so Abigail is providing her own kits, and on her poster you'll see her kits. I can't remember what they are now. Oh, one's a plique and a hoop, and one is a sequin star. Okay, so one day one thing, the next day the other thing, and you'll get the kits for that from Abigail. And I said, well, I like to muscle in. She doesn't mind me muscling in. I don't take over, I'm not interested in that, but I do muscle in. So what I'm going to do is, for every person that attends, I'm going to give them a 10-piece 10-inch square pack. So you'll get 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, few. You'll get 10 10-inch squares as a little free gift in a bag. You'll get the kit to make that, and this is what Pat was looking at the other day. Can you see I put my pens on there? So you'll get the pouch, you'll get the Tana Lawn circles to make the 3 Suffolk puffs. The pens will be on the table to do the drawing. This is our Micron pen, and you'll have access to my fabulous glitter pens I've just done dots because dots work, but you could do anything you like, and not cover the whole thing, please, but because they're expensive pens, but just to do the dots, colour in the leaves. Actually, I think little applique leaves would be nice. So you'll get the kit, so the pouch and all the circles to make to decorate your pouch. Okay, you don't have to do Suffolk puffs, you can do what you like, but there will be a pile of little bits of Tana Lawn to do that with. You will also, the next day, this is Saturdays, the next day you will get a drawstring pouch. Now, have you ever ordered anything and then thought, because that should have been the same size as that? So I've got about 50 of these, so everybody will get one of these with a chocolate in, as an anyway, but on the Sunday you'll get a drawstring pouch, and you'll get a similar sort of setup. So I will do something different, because lots and lots of people, and because we've got lots of people coming now, have booked Saturday and the Sunday. So I'll make sure that the Sunday project is different to this, because otherwise it's boring, isn't it? And we'll bring our sewing machines. You don't have to bring yours, and you can use the sewing machines if you want to. The other thing is that everybody will have an opportunity to make a key fob like this. You'll get 3 or 4 pieces of fabric to make the key fob, and then you'll get 3 or 4 of these bits to put the end on, and you'll get access to my tools to actually put the end on. I've got a grippy tool, which I'll show you in a minute, and I've also got my tool coming for the green machine. So we're fully what's it, but you can make as many of these as you like with them, to a maximum of, if I said 3 or 4 maximum, because A, I'll run out of fabric, and B, I'll run out of metalwork. So that'll be both days. So if you're coming for both days, you could make up to 6 of these to just gift to people. So it's you're going to be busy basically. Adrian's going to be there. She'll have the remainder of her fabric squares if you're interested in that. I'll have all my books and my templates that I've got and bits and bobs, my kits. I've still got kits. I've got all sorts that we can put on display. And also Crafter UK are going to be there. Andy and Joe are going to be there selling their fabrics, which is wonderful because we all like a bit of a spend. The cafe is inside the unit. It's all being built as we speak, and so it's going to be coffees and cakes all day basically. Plus I think Abigail's providing afternoon tea, which is always a lovely thing. So if you're anywhere near us in Cambridgeshire, then please join in. It'd be lovely to see you. Sometimes I know it's too far, and we're only going to be, we're only going to go travel as far as we are comfortable with, let's put it that way. So I do absolutely fully understand that it's a long way for a lot of people, but it would be remiss of me, as I said before, not to show you and not to make sure that you're aware of what the weekend is all about. And I think she's renamed it to Fa La 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 Land because it sounds more fun. Right, you can't make it flying home that weekend. Lorna, cancel your flight, cancel your holiday. How very dare you. So we're going to make one of those key fobs now. Oh, thank you, Sue. Yeah, it really does look pretty, doesn't it? And as I say, and I know you're coming on the Sunday, but just drop me a line if you want to make the pouch rather than the drawstring bag, because I'm sure I'm going to have enough. I've ordered ridiculous amounts, so we should be fine. Are there any hotels near to Abby's Play Village? I don't think so, Tricia, but I will ask Abby. Littleport is really quite a small town. There must be something in Littleport. I've no idea. But Ely, and actually it's the Christmas weekend in Ely. That's why she does it for that weekend, because on the Friday, if you were to come for the Saturday or the Sunday, you could go to the Christmas event at Ely Cathedral on the Friday. Oh, it's just lovely. I go every year and the same people are there, but it's just so lovely. And then when you go into the cathedral and you have this enormous stained glass dome, and yeah, blows your mind. But I can find out. I can absolutely find out for you. Thank you very much, Tricia. Right, so there we go. Let's have a look. Just look and see if there's any more comments. Oh, Karen, it's not far. I'll be honest. Where you are, it's not desperately far. It's quite a way, but it's not desperately far. Have a look on the map. See what Dad thinks. Oh, I totally understand. Love to make the pouch if we can. I'll put your name down. Yeah, you're right, Susan. Ely has hotels, and they've got some lovely hotels, and a taxi wouldn't be that expensive. Oops. Abby's said that on her post, and if you find it, she's made recommendations. All right. You've never been to Ely Cathedral, Karen? Well, it's absolutely gorgeous. The kids, I shouldn't say that. Jada, Lily and Sebi were all affiliated to the cathedral because they went to school at the King's Nursery. I'm going to get some of this wrong, but it's part of the cathedral. It's a private nursery. And they used to walk over there, and I went to one of his Christmas plays there, Sebi, when he was little. Oh, he was a sheep. He was a very, very good sheep. Very good sheep. Probably the best sheep there, actually. Might have been the only sheep there, to be honest. But yeah, so all three kiddywinks went to the King's nursery. Play school? No. What's it called? I think nursery is a good word. I'm hopeless. Right, I'm going to make one of these key fobs because I want you to see how really easy it is. So I've got this gorgeous fabric, and it was actually part of, can you see, it's part of the, oh no, you can't see. That was the spare fabric. It's part of what I cut up. I haven't got many with that in, but I've been cutting 10-inch squares like they've been going out of fashion today. Well, not today, that's a lie. Yesterday. I'll just put my iron on. Right. Oh, here we go. Karen says she's staying at Ely Travel Lodge. Mini break for hubby and the dog. Oh, super. Well, of course, if you stay in Ely, the boys, well, your hubby and the dog, I don't know if the dog is a he, they've got a lot to look at. You know, got the museum and the all sorts. You know, very obviously it's very historic, Ely, and the cathedral would take you. Oh, this is ridiculous. Would take a morning to go around at least. Yeah. Then you can also pop into Cambridge and do Cambridge. Right. I know this is too wide for what I want, but sometimes it's easier to go big or go home, and I'm going to just. What I want is 12 inches. So, do you know, I've lost my big scissors. I don't know where they are. So I'm going to cut a piece off. And I'm just going to, well, I might as well just do that. I'll just keep that. So what I'm wanting is a piece 12 by 4. You know, when we do our bag straps, and very, very often, is that on? Yes. Very, very often, our bag straps are 4 inches, aren't they? And we fold them to end up with a 1 inch. Well, the hardware that I got, which is these, they're 1 inch. So perfect for, you know, the usual thing with doing the hardware. Sorry, doing the straps. I'll get it right in a minute. Yeah. So, you know, this is H250, and I haven't used H250 for ever such a while. I've really hooked myself into H630 and H640, which is the fleecy fusible. Maybe I need some more chocolate. Yeah, and I've hooked myself into that, so I haven't used H250 for ages. So it's quite nice. It's a very structural interfacing, but it doesn't adhere very, very quickly. You have to sort of work at it, but I think that's probably enough. Oh, hello, Millie. You all right? Yeah, good girl. So we're just going to trim this to size. I don't think there's anything on the floor that you can eat. I'll be honest with you. Oh, she's liking my wool mat. Well, she would. She's a dog. Right, so I want 12 inches. You can just about see that on camera there. And I'm just going to cut into this. I want to do one straight line so I can. I'm not quite in there. Let's just go out a little bit more. That's it. That'll do. Ooh, crikey. So sometimes it's easier to do this, to get a piece, a corner that is, you know, so you got the perfect square there, perfect corner. Don't know what I'm saying. I'm getting delirious now. And then I'm turning it round. Now we want it 4 inches, so I'm going to move my ruler across. So we 1, 2, 3, 4. That's easy enough. But actually, I'm going to move it across. So we're counting for the half inch. Or I could just flip it so it makes a little bit more sense, doesn't it? So I'm putting my 4 inch line on there. And I know this edge is nice and straight, so I've just cut it. So then I'm just going to go up there and cut that away. So this is what everybody will be doing both days. So that's going to be great fun, isn't it? It's going to be great fun making lots of these, because then you can gift them. And that's always useful. It's a good time of year, isn't it, to have that option of gifting something to somebody. Right, so trying to get rid of some of my stuff on my desk. So we've got our 12 by 4. So all we're going to do now is, I'll bring my little iron in again. and do what we normally do, to be honest. So we're just going to fold it in the middle and give our centre crease line. That's always a good thing to do. And just, I always think, just take your time on these things, because we've got a wool mat. It's so incredibly hot now. So let it cool a little bit. And get that edge right up to that crease line. We don't want a gap, otherwise you won't have an inch to put into your bit of hardware. What would you call it? Where is it again? What would you call that? What would you call that? I mean, I know it's hardware, but what would you call it? Key fob? No, it's not really a key fob. Key hardware, isn't it? Now sometimes you do need a teensy weensy little gap in the middle, because then it allows it to be folded in half again. So you could bear that in mind, but you don't want to go crazy. So those people watching that are coming, you'll know how to do this. I don't have to tell anybody anything. So that's still super hot, so I'm going to flip my mat. And then I can fold it nicely. And you really want these edges to be neat, because there's no hiding with this sort of thing. When you come to stitch it, I don't know if you can see, but there's just no hiding with the way you fold it over. You know, it's got to fit in there just right. So yeah. Di says, that's a good distance, I hope you can go. Oh, what's that? I've missed something. Oh, it looks like an hour and 15 minutes, so not too far. No, key fob hardware. Oh, is that what they're actually called, Judy? I probably put that in Google or something to find them. Yeah, I don't suppose they could be anything else, can they? Other than a key fob? Not sure. Yeah, and now of course I'm going to be top stitching mine with cream thread, but sometimes that's actually quite nice to have like a complementary thread, as long as you're happy with your stitching. So like I say, you really want to try and get those two edges as neat as you possibly can. And really, let me zoom in a bit, because that is really the first one you should stitch. Oh, you checked on Amazon. Oh, well done. What am I making, Caroline? I'm making something that you'll be making when you come to Abigail's weekend event, Fa La 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 Land, because you're going to be able to make 2 or 3 of these each day. So if you, I don't know, Caroline, are you coming for the one day? I think you are. So you can make 2 or 3 of these to give away for gifts for Christmas or something. So I'm going to give you all the fabric, all the stabilizer and the hardware, and then you can use my machines and I've got 2 things. I've got this grabby tool here that crunches them together, and also I've got something coming from my green machine that does the same thing. Yeah, so what I was saying is, you're going to stitch the edge where, like that, you can see it's beautiful, I can see that. You're going to stitch this one first, because that makes sure that your 2 edges are sitting very nicely together, and you've got an opportunity to wriggle it if it doesn't quite sit beautifully. If you stitch the folded edge first, this may have slipped a little bit, and because it's such a small-ish thing, you want it to be right, don't you? Yeah, don't want it to be right. But you could always, you know, we can do gluing and tacking and all those sort of things. Oh yes, coming on the Saturday. Well, that's good. Have you seen what you're making? You're going to be making, I'm giving you the kit to make this, and some of those, and also you'll get 10-inch squares, okay, of fabric from moi to you, with all my love. Right, so I'm going to go on the side camera now, because the one thing that I thought I ought to do is to change my needle to a 14 or a 90, depends where you live, because it's quite thick, and a 14 is much better at going through thick fabrics. Okay, so it's not something that I do on a regular basis, but it's always advisable to go for a bigger needle, let's say. So I've got my Schmetz top stitch, which is all I ever use. I've always found these to be most acceptable for most jobs. They've also got a bigger eye. The eye is bigger, which obviously helps with the blindness of some of us. Well, I'm having to go back to Specsavers tomorrow with my new glasses, because I wore them for, let's say, 2 days, and I had the sorest of noses where the glasses rest on my nose. Honestly, it was incredibly painful. Lower press foot. Right. I just wanted to get my needle in the highest position. No, it doesn't want to do it. Hold on, bear with me. Yes, incredibly painful on my poor little snozzy. So I've had to go back to my old glasses, which is fine. I'm just going to bring you in a wee bit. Okay, enough. So yes, I'm having to go back tomorrow and get them to alter them so I can wear them. It seems silly to spend such a lot of money and not be able to wear them. So I'm going to stitch down here, and I'm using a stitch length of 3 because it's a lovely, we want to make it a feature really. Now, like I say, you've got to, oh, I've got my knot thing on. Oh, that's the needle come out. Did I tighten it up? I've been very unlucky with needles recently. Just cut that. Does anybody see me tighten it up? Honestly, let's just, I'm trying to cut with my left hand here. I'm not sure I tightened it up. Yeah, do you remember, what was I doing? I was stitching, oh yes, when I was stitching around the facing of the tunic, and one of the pins had got underneath the needle. Gosh, that made an absolute clonking sound. I don't think I tightened it up, you know. Honestly, can't make it up. Yes, so hold on. So yes, I broke. Oh, I didn't break the needle. I completely bent it. I've never done that before either. Oh dear. Oh, I'll put it down to imbecileness. Right, let's do the needle again, because you want it in the highest position, and then you can thread your needle nice and easily. Well, you can on this machine. I expect you can on yours as well. Does everybody got a needle threader? They are very useful. Right, let's have a look. Nobody said anything about my needle. I bet none of you noticed if I tightened it up. I don't think I did. I'm in a world of my own, you know. No idea what's going on half the time. We're talking of which, we were, Abigail took me out yesterday, and she took me to Home Sense. I've never been there in my life, but she took me to Home Sense. Absolutely chock-a-block with stuff. And Adrienne wanted some cream. She had a special thing in mind of what cream she wanted. So we got that. And today I popped over, because she's only, I don't know, 2 miles away, 3 miles away. Popped over and gave her her new cream. So we're just going to swivel that around. And she said, oh, I've got a cream for you to try, Mum. She says, you're going to really like it. I said, oh, lovely. I do like a nice cream. She said, yes, it's snail mucus. Snail mucus. Yes, you heard that right. I know you can get snail cream, but I didn't know you could get snail mucus. It's like a serum. So she put some in on my fingers here. She said, put some on your fingers, Mum, which I did. And then she says, you go like that, and then like that, and when you do that, you get these strands of whatever between your fingers. Oh my God. Sorry. Oh my goodness. I've never been so appalled in my whole life. But anyway, she said, put it on the back of your hands. It's really good. It's really good for your skin and everything. Oh, I couldn't wait to get home to wash my hands. Oh, ooh, snail mucus. Right, so I've done my top stitching. Oh, Christine, now listen. Can I suggest that you reduce your sorry, can I suggest, I'll start again, that you do what I do and you put your needle at its highest position, okay? So even if you've only just stopped stitching, put your foot down and do the needle, and that will take it to the absolute correct position for your needle threader. Okay, so if it's hit and miss, it's possible that the misses are because your needle isn't in the right height for your needle threader. Okay, right, so I'm going to join these two at the end because that saves an awful lot of faffing. And the secret to this is that you start in the middle and you come out, and then you can always go back on yourself, just to, because all we want to do is attach these two together so it keeps them dead on top of each other, right? And the other thing to remember is I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. Yes, shorten your stitch to about a 2 or even 1.5, a very tiny stitch. Lynn says she still hasn't mastered her new machine. Now look, I heard something today. I can't remember who it was. Oh, I know. Yeah, I know who it was now. I'm not going to say. But this person said, oh, got a lock stitch on that. This person said that when you get a brand new machine, that all you should do with it, is straight stitch. Just a straight stitch. Nothing else. Nothing fancy. Just get the machine out of the box, obviously. Thread it up, which it pretty much the same for every machine, that how you thread them up, and just do straight stitch. Then when you want to do something else, let's say zigzag or a buttonhole or whatever, then you learn that at that time. Okay, so you use your straight stitch, which 95% of what we stitch is a straight stitch. And then when you've come to the point where you want to do something else, something different, then you learn it then, okay? Not straight away. I couldn't tell you half of what my machine does. And oftentimes if Gary is on, well, is he on Hobbycraft now? Not Hobby Maker, I don't know, can't keep up. I'll watch Gary, because oftentimes he'll tell me things about my machine that I didn't know about. And it's great. He's full of information. I'm thinking a silver one is better than gold. Just have a look. That's the silver one. That's the gold. I like the silver, don't you? Let's do that again. Now, because I've stitched this together, I don't have to worry about keeping it, together while I'm going to put the hardware on. So I think silver, don't you? Isn't that lovely? I do like a bit of silver sometimes. Yeah, so that's my top tip. Even though I definitely silver, Kath says, Di says silver. Yeah, let's do it. Now the only thing is these have got these key rings on, and I think from memory, because I've only ever done one. From memory, I thought it was easier with this off, so I'm just going to struggle and get this off, because when you got nails, I'm going to take it off, and then I'll put it back on again. Just ouch, pinched myself. And there is a back and a front, look. I'm assuming that's the back. Juliet says definitely silver. Silver is lovely. Elaine says silver. Judy says silver. So many people. The twins say silver. Christine says silver. Lynn says silver. Carita says silver. That's it then. I'm going for gold. No, I'm not going silver. Now see, if you've got any fraying bits sticking out, do take the opportunity of just snipping them off. You could put a little bit of glue here. I mean, this is only a key fob, but let's do it nicely. We could put a little bit of glue here. I'm not going to, but you could. And then pop it inside so it holds it there. And if you hold it there for a couple of seconds, that'll stay in place. That's got to be useful, hasn't it? Because it's like everything, isn't it? You've got to be ambidextrous. You've got to have these dirty great pliers. But actually, it worked really well last night. I'm fingers crossed that it works so well again. I mean, it does keep sliding off. Hold on, I've got to hold it a different way. I'm being pathetic, just a sec. And also John helped me last night. So I'm just going to hold it like that. Bring my clamp over, can you see? And just clamp it down. And let's hope it works. With the nation watching, well, you know, you lot. Give it a good squeeze. And yeah, there's no marks on it, just my finger marks, just a sec. Yeah. And then it's clamped the other side. That's all right, isn't it? It needs a polish because it's just had my fingerprints all over it. But yeah, so now you can put the key. I won't do it now, but you can put the key ring back on. I've got all that space and I'm hiding up this corner here. But yeah, you can put the key ring back on. Which is what I'll do afterwards. Oh dear, I've got bits all over the place. But I think the thing that I'm getting from my green machine is going to be easier. I'm saying that, I have no idea. It could be just as difficult, but I mean, it's coming tomorrow, so I'll have a little practice and see what it does. Obviously I wanted the proper size, and I've been on the wait list for it. And it's very frustrating because it's been quite a while. And then it came in stock and they emailed me to say, quick Lizzie, go, 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 it's in stock, right? So I went on the website, I ordered it, I thought, oh, brilliant. And then they came back and they said, I'm ever so sorry, it's out of stock. Because of all the orders pending and the queue, if you like, it gone out of stock straight away. But they said, oh, we can offer you a bigger size for the same money as a sorry sort of thing. So I said, oh, well, I'll take it, hoping that it'll be fine. I have no idea. We'll see. I'm sure it'll be fine. But anyway, look, so there's another one to add to my little heap. Yeah, I might keep that one for me, actually. Although I like the one that I made with the gold. Lovely, lovely bit of batik, I think. Oh, I don't know. I just love something that's been homemade. Or do you say handmade? Handmade. Right, I'm off. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Gosh, that's good timing. Thank you ever so much for your company this evening. It's been a real treat, which is not very often we do a Thursday night live. So it's always a treat. And mind you, and like I said, all of these things are available on Amazon. So you can get these. These were Amazon. They were about £9. I can put a link in the thingy if you like. And also these on Amazon as well, so I can find them and put a link on if you like. Was it the grommet die? I don't think it's called that, Jeanette. I think it's actually called the key fob die, and it's like it's very similar to this, but it fits in the green machine, which means, you know, you just do that and it's done, you know. It's a wonderful machine. Please get one. Put it on your Christmas list. Right, yeah, so I'm going saying goodbye. Goodbye. And I'll see you all again soon. Talk about the hair. I think the next live is with our Kath. I think it's the week after next. But I might drop by next week, say hello. Why not? Why not? So look out for posts on my other page. If we get Juliet's picture, that would be super. I shall be posting that. Don't forget to order your book if you want it. I'll think about the 3 books, see what price I can do them for, because it's the postage more than anything, because they'll go over they'll tip the scales, so to speak, 3, because they weigh a lot. They weigh nearly 1 kilo each. They're really hefty books. Whose fault's that? Right,